Hi, I'm Gary Moyers, CEO of Moyers Online. We had a visitor come by today. This is Chase Martin from Aldridge Marketing. Thank you for being here. Sure appreciate it. And you have brought what, if a machine can be sexy, you brought a sexy piece of machinery here.
I sure did.
Yes, you did. This is the PreSonus Studio Live 24.4.2 digital live console. I guess even it wouldn't have to be live. It's more of a performance. You can do live or recording, or it's multifunction, wouldn't you say?
It definitely is.
Yeah, well, tell us about this thing.
It's a live board, and it can also be used in the studio. It starts off with the mic pre's right here. It's the only piece of the board that's analog. It's got the Class A X-Max mic pre's on it. And then when you move down from there, you have phantom power across every channel.
Every channel. That's
and
nice.
then you also have a Firewire return. And that's to bring tracks back in from your software into the console to mix down.
Tracks back in. Why would that be important?
After you've got done recording something, you can actually bring the tracks back in to mix the tracks down. Or if it was in a application where somebody was missing from a rehearsal, you can actually bring their part back into the board, and everybody else can be rehearsing while the drum tracks are just coming back off of the software that was already previously recorded.
Yeah.
Down from there, you also have, on the 24, you have 10 auxes, and you have 2 dedicated effects banks. The effects banks, if you don't want to use the onboard effects, can also be used as auxes. So you could have up to 12 auxes if you wanted to.
Wow.
Right here, this is your main output on the aux channel. You have your select button for the fat channel, and then you also have your mix button, and that's how you would send channels to that aux. I'll go back into that here in just a little bit. The center of the board is the fat channel. This is all of your dynamic effects as well as your EQ. You have a high-pass filter right here. You also have a phase switch on the board. You also have a full frequency gate with a key listen. And you can use the key filter right here to filter out certain frequencies. You also have an expander button, so it can be used as a gate or an expander by just pushing that button. And then you also have a compressor with threshold, ratio, attack, release, and gain. You can also use it as an auto compressor if you want to just use it like that. You also have a limiter with a threshold so that you can actually control the threshold. It's not just a peak limiter on it. Mm-hmm. And then you also have a full frequency EQ with your frequency, your Q, and your gain knob. Mm-hmm. You can choose, this, like I said, is the centerpiece of the board. So any channel that you select or any aux that you select, you can assign the fat channel to. Actually, anything that has a flashing light on it, you can assign the fat channel to. So you have gates, compressors, limiter, and EQ that you can use on every channel, every subgroup, the main output, every aux, the effects banks, the aux inputs. It's a lot of dynamic control. You can also very easily stereo link channels together. If you have a channel selected, you can just hit the stereo link button and it hard pans the 2 channels. You can also recall channel settings. The board actually comes with 50 channel presets on it, anything from drums to horns, keyboards, percussion, as well as vocals. And to recall a channel preset, you just hit the load button on the channel section right here, and now this has armed all the channel presets in here. It comes with 50 channel presets, but it actually has a bank up to 99 presets that you can save. So you can save your own vocal presets in there. To copy a channel preset, you just would simply find the channel preset that you want here, and then you hit recall. And now it's recalled all the gates, compressors, EQs for what I just did was horns. Then to copy a channel over, if you need to copy this channel setting, you just simply hit the copy button, and it's asking you where do you want to copy that setting over to.
That's too easy.
So you could hit 2, 3, and 4, and hit the load button that's flashing right there, and now your channel presets are exactly the same across those 3 channels. Also from this fat channel area, you can easily assign the outputs either to the main, the subgroups, or all of them all at once. So you could very quickly and easily go through the board and assign the outputs. The same goes for assigning the auxes. To assign any of the channels to an aux, you just simply hit the mix button right here. Once you've done that, let's say this is the drummer on aux 1, you would just bring up a little of maybe the kick drum and track 1 and channel 1, some of the snare and channel 3, maybe some of the vocals, and then you can very quickly and easily go to the next person. Okay, what would you like? You know, a little snare, maybe some of the vocals, and so on and so forth. So it really cuts down on time. There's no routing as far as sending to the auxes goes.
That's nice.
Yep. Everything, all the auxes are set for pre-fader unless you actually select the post button on it. And then actually getting into the effects banks, it's the same way to assign any channel to an effects. You just simply hit the mix button, and now if you have a reverb on effects A, you can just bring up a little reverb in 16, and let's say there's delay on effects B, you just select the effects B, the mix button, and now you can bring up a little delay also in that same channel. And that goes for fully across the board.
Where does this shine? I mean, I would think maybe not so much on tour, but more of a permanent install, house of worship or something like that? Or I mean,
it would be perfect for something like that. It also has a full recording function along with it. So not only is it a great live sound console, but also there's 2 FireWire ports on the back, and you could come out FireWire to a laptop, and it comes with the recording software with this package. The recording software is either a multi-track recording software with no editing functions, or the full-blown DAW editing software called Studio One.
Okay, yeah.
Called Studio One. And you can record straight off of the board into either one of the softwares. And also, one of the newer firmware upgrades is called Universal Control, and that offers a virtual studio live. And in that software, you actually have everything that you have on the board itself virtually in the software.
Nice.
And so you can control any of the fat channel settings from the software, as well as the levels on each channel. The great thing about this is once it's in a software, you could hook up a wireless router to it and control all your parameters and settings from an iPad or an iPhone, simply running through the VSL software.
Next from the sweet spot in the house.
Exactly. You could walk around the venue wherever you're at.
Yeah. So this is the 24-channel version. Is there a smaller version of this?
There is. There's a 16-channel version which comes with rack ears on it, so it's not an extra accessory.
Yeah.
So you can take it right out of the box, put the rack ears on it, and drop it into your rack.
Well, this is wonderful. Chase, thank you so much for bringing this. If you haven't checked it out yet, go to moyersonline.com. Look at the PreSonus Studio Live 24.4.2 or the 16 for that matter. Thanks, Chase.
Thank you very much.
moyersonline.com.